7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel and thank you guys for watching my videos. Now on the last video that I did, I showed you guys some of the fabrics that I got in preparation for my brother's wedding. Now what I'm going to be doing today is to assemble the skirt. But I'm going to put a picture right here so you guys can have a look at how the drawing was looking from the last video that I did. And you guys, I'm going to put a link in the description box so you guys can go ahead and check out that video. But I'm going to also show you the fabrics again so you guys can familiarize yourself with the fabrics. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to go ahead now and start assembling the skirt. Alright? So again, this is what the fabrics look like. So I have 1 yard of this. And this I have 2 yards of. I'm gonna make the bag from this as well, and 1 yard of this for the blouse. I'm obviously gonna have like fabric left over from this one and this one, but I'm gonna be using all of this. Alright you guys, so let's get started. Okay guys, so today we're gonna go ahead and make the skirt. So all I did was to place the part. Now this is what is going to go on top, by the way. So this is what is going to be showing. I have the lining as well. I'm going to cut the lining for the skirt as well. So basically what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just going to fold the fabric in two. Now the pattern on the fabric is a bit different, so the part that is going to be for the back is a little bit more subtle, and the part that is going to be for the front, it's a little bit more fussy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to pin, and then I'm going to cut straight along this the middle of it. So I don't want it to slip, so I'm just tucking some here so that when I'm cutting it, it doesn't move. So now I'm just going to cut along here. Now I'm going to be using the part that is going to be the lining. It's a bit stiffer, so that's what I'm going to be using for the band, that is the waistband of the skirt, because they're the same color and so on. Alright, so now you got two pieces of this, and I'm going to be joining them together. And as I said before, one is going to be the front and one is going to be the back. So here I have the fabric, 25 inches this way and 73 inches this way. Now this is going to be lining. I'm just going to fold this and put this one side as well. Alright. The next thing that I'm going to be doing though, I'm going to be cutting the waistband. Alright, so not even sure. I should have gotten an invisible zipper, but I didn't. I just have a normal zipper, but that's alright. Let me go up. Alright, so my waistline is 22 inches. I'm gonna go 23, and I need an additional 2 inches. So that's gonna be 25. Alright, so my waistline is 22 inches. I'm gonna use an extra inch, which would be 23, but I'm gonna need an inch allowance on both sides to tuck in the zip, so that's 25 inches. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out, and I decided that I'm going to make the waistband 2 inches wide, so that is 4 inches in total, but I still need the allowance, half-inch allowance on each side, so I'm gonna be cutting a total of 25 inches by 5 inches. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Okay, so I've cut out the part for the waistband. So this is going to be it. As you can see, this is 26 inches, so it does lap a bit. It laps a few inches, but that's just so I can get the extras. Don't worry about that. So here we have the pieces for the skirt. So what I'm going to be doing is, from here on, I'm just going to put the pieces one side, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to join these two pieces, which is going to be the back and the front, I'm going to join them together, going down one of the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on the sewing machine. Alright, you guys?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Alright guys, so now that I have this that is now joined, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the part of the lining that has the sheen. So I'm going to be using this side because that's the side that I want to show. And then I'm just going to be placing, this is the good side, and I'm placing the wrong side of this down onto the good side so the sheen will show through. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be pinning along here, going straight out, and then I'm going to be stitching it down. Now the reason why I'm going to be doing this first is because I'm going to be using pleats, not gathering. So we're just going to go ahead and pin them and stitch them on together, and then we're going to work the pleats. Okay? Now that I've put on join both pieces, what I'm going to be doing now is to mark out how I'm going to be setting the pleats. Now, as you guys know by now, my waistline is 22 inches, and I normally make all of my clothes at 23 inches. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing now is to work out the pleats. Now basically how I get the pleats is, earlier I put on an extra inch onto the length, how wide the fabric was. I put on an extra inch, so it moved from 72 inches to 73 inches because I needed to get an extra inch in to help me with the allowance for the zip. Now, how I go about getting the measurement for the pleats, I basically just divide the length, how wide the fabric is, by how much pleats I want. Now, what I did was to calculate how much pleats I want. Now my desired pleat is to have about 6 pleats. I don't want them too big, I want them to be chunky because I do want them to have that flare off look. So working with the 6 pleats, what I did was just to divide. I found an even number, which would be 72, not 73. I'm not going to use the 73, I use 72. I divided that by 6 and I got 12. Now the 12 is basically how much you're gonna be using up for each of the pleats. Now in order to manipulate the 12, what you do is you divide the 12 by 3, and that will tell you just how wide each of the pleats are going to end up being. So you're gonna be using, so what I did was just to mark 4. So I'm going from one side to the next. I just stick a pin in every 4 inches. But when you're starting, guys, you're gonna have to remember that you put on an extra inch. So you're going to be starting, instead of starting 4 for the first pleat, you're gonna be starting 4.5 for the first pleat, and then every other one is going to be 4. And then when you get to the end, you're going to find that you're left with 4.5 as well. But I'm going to show you guys what's going to be happening, because each of these pleats, I'm using box pleat by the way. So each of these pleats, this one is going to be the first turn in. So this is going to be where the first edge of the first pleat is going to be. Well, let me take the camera closer. Okay, you guys, so you can see how I mark out. Now from here to here is 4.5 inches, because this is where I'm going to be starting. Now this is going to be the first turn in. So this is going to be the edge of the first pleat. That's where I have the pin. And then every one in the middle, all of the other ones are going to be 4 inches. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be measuring 1/2 inch from here. Let me use one of these. I can always put back these pins. I'm going to measure 1/2 inch from here, and I'm just going to tack the 1/2 inch So I'm not gonna be using that part. Then what I'm gonna be doing, and I know this is not enough to put a zipper in, but remember you guys, the edge of the fabrics is going to give you a total of 2.5 inches to play with. So don't worry about that. So this is what you're gonna do. From the 1/2 inch that you measure out here, you're going to find now that you end up back with your 4 inches. So you're just gonna be finding the middle of this one, which would be the second 4 inch. You find the middle of it, you find the 2 inch mark, you tack the 2 inch mark, and then you basically just going to be folding. Going back to the first one, you fold it in half like this, and you put it there, and there you go with the first part of your pleat. You use the same pin that you had in here and you tack it. So this is how it's going to look. Then you're going to be doing the same thing in the other direction. So from here to here, you're going to find the half of it, you're going to be folding it inwards, and you're going to be pushing it back way. And then you're going to take the same pin that was here, you pull it out, and you push it there. And there you go with your first pleat. And if you measure it, you'll find that it is 4 inches. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and finish out all of my pleats.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Alright, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be going on the sewing machine, but what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be joining them separate because I want it to be able to flow, but I don't want to join all the pieces together as I've been joining these together. So I'm going to be joining them separate. Okay you guys, so this is what it's looking like now. So this is where the zipper is going to be going in, so I just left the space. Alright, let me show you guys what I did. I did a stitch going all the way around here. I'm gonna pin this afterwards and let you guys see. But on the edge, I just stitched going around, so I just slightly fold it over and stitch going around the edges. Okay you guys, so I just give it a pin right there to hold it in. Now I'm going to be inserting the zipper. Now what I'm gonna be doing is to place it in the zip, but I'm gonna base it in first. Okay you guys, so the zipper is in now. So as I said before, it wasn't an invisible zip, but it's in now. Alright, so what I'm gonna be doing, and it won't be showing because I'm gonna be putting the pleats here, so this is what it's pretty much gonna look like when it's finished, so it's not gonna be showing that much. So I'm just gonna be going now and I'm gonna be inserting the waistband. So I'm just gonna be measuring out how this is, base it on just the same as I did before, and then I'm gonna be cutting this a bit slant so that it goes in, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna sew it on the sewing machine. I just pin alongside here, and I'm just going to put it underneath the machine and stitch there. Okay you guys, so I just went ahead and stitched going all the way around. Now what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking this part of the zipper, I'm gonna be placing it down on the fabric, and I'm going to stitch as close as I can here. Okay you guys, so I went ahead and stitched this part in. So I just bend this over, so as you can see the front part, so I bend this over. Now I'm going to be stitching down, but what I'm gonna be doing is try my best to make sure that the stitching fall right in between these cracks, so it won't be showing. Okay you guys, now you can see how the part for the zip looks, and this is the waistband. Now I'm going to press down the top so it lay down flat, and then I'm gonna get a top stitch going right around the edge, and I'm also gonna be putting these on a hook and eye. So I'm gonna be putting these right in these little spaces so that it hooks together, and then once it's finished I'm gonna put it on the mannequin so you guys can have a better look at it. Alright, okay guys, so now I am finished with my skirt. So you guys, let's take a look at the zipper. So it's in now. Alright, so this is the finished product. This is how the front of the skirt is looking, and this is how the back of the skirt looks. Alright you guys, thank you very much for joining me on this project. The next video that I do, I'm gonna be doing the blouse that I'm gonna be wearing to the wedding. So you guys join me again for that video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Okay you guys, so this is what I'm gonna be making for the wedding.